Okay, so for me, um, when I think about being born again, and I'm going to be in the John the ninth chapter, but the man that was blind, and how you know, he his sight was restored, and Jesus put the mud on his eyes, and then after his sight was restored, he's walking around, and people didn't even recognize him really. And so it became, pretty much the talk of the town. And then he's talking about what is happening. So the Pharisees, they had to, people see you and they like, okay, wait a minute, there's something different about you. And so, and so it pretty much, they didn't believe it. And, so then the Pharisees want to, question, him and question his parents and question everybody to see what really happened, And so I'm not going to go through the whole chapter, but when you get to the, the 24th and the 25th verses, they came to him, the Pharisees came to him the second time they summoned the man, because they had already talked to him once, that had been blind. They said, give glory to God by telling the truth. They said, this man is a sinner. He replied, whether he is a sinner or not, I don't know. But I was blind and now I see. And so for me, that was, my experience with being born again. I saw things when I really got born again. I mean, like really understood the relationship and got born again. It's like things just opened up. I was different. I could literally see the difference and feel the difference in my heart and in my mind. And people didn't recognize me just like they didn't recognize him. The song, I looked at my hands looked new. I looked at my feet and they did too.
Yeah.
It was that kind of experience of being born again. But once he received his sight, there was nothing that they could tell him otherwise because of the miracle that Jesus had done in his life. So look, I don't know who you say he is, but to me, he's a miracle worker. And I can see now. I couldn't see before, but now I can see. I mean, he was blind from birth. So he's experiencing stuff he ain't never, he ain't never seen before. So he's experiencing, this is a whole new life. A whole new life. His eyes, his everything, that was not revealed is now revealed to him, and he can see. That was, and so for me, even my when I got saved for real, I mean for real. I would try to read the Bible, and it didn't make no sense to me.
Okay. I could testify to that.
Like, what are they talking about in the light and the sun and all that? It didn't make no sense. But once I got saved for real, my eyes of understanding opened up, and I could understand exactly what the Bible was saying. I was like, oh my goodness. And then I couldn't. So it was like a new, I could see for the first time. Oh, I get it now. This is the light. What light are you talking about? Jesus is the light. I didn't understand. Light, you take the switch, you turn it on, turn it off. But it was so many, and so that was my experience. And I looked different and I felt different. I was just like, oh my goodness. So that when I got born again, my whole life changed. And I just, that's my experience. I was blind and could not see, but now I could see.
That's good. That's a good one right there. And